Believe me or not, improving your aim in Valorant is much more easier than what you think. You might say, no, it's really difficult. We need thousands hours of exercise and aim lab, blah 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 blah. What if I tell you only 10 or 15 minutes of your whole day can actually improve your aim?
What?
Seems like a big lie, right? But surprisingly, it's not. That's the reason I'm here and creating this video. In this video, I'm going to show you the best method to improve your aim. Let's get into it. Well guys, our first exercise is what I call normal practice. We simply go in the range, buy Vandal or Phantom, hit the practice button and try hitting headshots with only 1 or 2 bullets per bot. The point of this exercise is warming up, focusing, and get your body and mind ready for the game. Keep in mind guys, in all these practices, patience and consistency is the key. We don't need to be super fast like Tenz, we are only focusing on improving our muscle memory. Your speed will naturally go up after a while. Like in the first practice, just try to shoot bots in your head with 1 or 2 bullets and try to change your gun time to time. You can change to Vandal, Guardian or Sheriff. Try to warm up with all of them for a bit and make sure to land those nasty headshots. In the next task, you hit the practice button and you mount at the top of the platform and try to headshot bots with 1 or 2 bullets. It seems like the normal practice, but trust me, they have differences. In this practice, you have an angle which forces you to move your crosshair vertically. It makes you to microflick between bots. And as you know, don't go fast. We want to improve our accuracy, not our speed. Your speed will naturally increase after a while of training, so don't worry about it. By the way guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel if you enjoyed the video until here. Thank you, and it really helps me a lot. The next exercise is what I call head tracking. In head tracking, we change the settings of the range to 50 elimination. After the bot is spawned, try to track bot's head while you are moving, just like the video in the background. And after a while, kill the bot with a counter strafe. Do you know what counter strafe is? Counter strafe is to stop your movement with the opposite keybind and shoot the enemy. For example, if you're going right, which means you're holding the D keybind when you saw an enemy, you hold the A keybind and D keybind at the same time and you stop. After you stopped, you shoot the enemy and kill him. This is not related to the video, but there's a good way to train your counter strafe because we need it in this training. And some of you might not know counter strafing. As you can see in the clip of background, in this training you buy a Marshall, you simply stand in front of the wall, you hold D, you go right, after a few seconds you hold A and shoot. Do this again with the opposite side. The important thing about counter strafing is the timing that you need to master it, because without knowing the timing of it, you're just simply going to miss your shots. But there's a huge but in here. In this era of Valorant, YouTubers and pro players started to say that counter strafing is useless in Valorant, which is pretty right.
You don't stop any faster, you just go in the other direction. No, it's literally pointless in Valorant. It actually is no point. I actually stopped doing it because I don't know, like when you do it, sometimes you just like start run shooting.
You can just skip the practice of counter strafe, and for stopping your movement, just release your finger from the keybind. But in my opinion, counter strafing, even though it's not really that useful in Valorant anymore, but still it's a mechanic and a skill. So it's good to learn it, but it's not necessary anymore. And the next practice is what I call diffuse scenarios. In their range, there's an area which simulates the scenario of defusing and planting the spike with bots. I really don't know the reason, but people really don't come here at all. But to be honest, the diffuse scenario of it is pretty useful and it can be a good practice. The simulation of it's kinda near the real game, which when the enemies plant a spike, they usually camp in corners and wait for you. So in this scenario, you should clear all the corners, kill the bots, and go and defuse the spike. It's a good practice. I really recommend you to do it at least once before leaving the range. I don't like the planting scenario because it's not like the real game at all. Play it on medium level and try not to buy shields and abilities to make it a challenge for yourself. This one is not on the list, but try to practice with these drones or sentinels or whatever you call. Try to practice with them too. They are pretty useful, and we see a lot of pro players like Tenz practice with these bots before game because it helps you with flicking and tracking at the same time, and they're really helpful but not necessary at all. Try to practice with them once in a while. And our last task is simply go and play a deathmatch. And as we know, in deathmatch, try to go for headshots and don't spray, please. Play with Vandal, Phantom, Guardian, Sheriff, or you can even play with a Spectre because we use a Spectre in the game a lot, so you can even practice with a Spectre. Just try to go for the headshots with 1 or 2 bullets. If it's hard for you, you can try bursting 3 or 4 bullets, which is still accurate enough to land your headshot. And that's it for today's video, guys. These practices will only take you between 10 and 15 minutes per day, it depends on you, and try to make it a daily routine. Even though in days that you are not playing Valorant, just hop into the game, go into the range and practice these tasks that I told you. It will improve your aim, trust me. Also, you can use aim trainer apps like AimLab or Kovac, which are really good in improving your aim, but I really prefer training in the game. I say this again and again and again. Please keep in your mind that accuracy is the point, not your speed. Don't try to hospital flick or flick like a crazy in your deathmatch or practice. Just put your accuracy as a priority. Thank you so much for watching until here. Make sure to drop a like and please subscribe to my channel for more content like this in future. Like always, this is Kip and I wish you a great day. Till my next video, bye.